Hello, this is Dr. Stephanie Munaz, founder and director of Yoga for Arthritis, answering some of your questions that have come in about Yoga for Arthritis. The latest one being, how can yoga bring immediate relief to people with arthritis? So I think in order to answer this question, it's important to first consider what are the ways that yoga can benefit people with arthritis. And so the one that people always think about is structural, that perhaps yoga can somehow help to stabilize the structure of the joint, can help to increase lubrication of the joint tissues, could help maybe delay the progression of tissue erosion at the joint site, and also structurally can help with overall strength, flexibility of the structure. And so those are the kinds of things that are going to take time. Those are going to be gradual changes, whether we're trying to prevent or delay something from happening or foster something positive. Those are the kinds of things that take time and practice in order to develop. But there are a whole host of other changes that happen that are part of the management of arthritis, and one of them is physiological. And so when we think about the internal effects of yoga, one of the ways that yoga can be beneficial is on the level of the nervous system. So the most pervasive symptom of arthritis is pain. But pain is not just about what's happening in your joint tissues. Pain is about what's happening in your nervous system. And we know that yoga affects the autonomic nervous system, the regulation of sympathetic and parasympathetic aspects of that system. And that's something that can be elicited immediately through breathing practices, through relaxation practices, through restorative postures, through mindfulness and meditation, and even through the way that we are in an asana, not necessarily the asana itself, but the way that we exist in that pose. Those can all affect pain processing. Pain is a signal that goes from the brain to the periphery, and we can change that descending pain pathway through yoga practice. So that's one of the ways that yoga can immediately affect the experience of living with arthritis. Another is mental emotional. Arthritis is challenging to manage and it can be stressful. Stress exacerbates arthritis symptoms, but arthritis symptoms also exacerbate stress. And so we also know that yoga can have an impact on the level of the mental and emotional self. And that's something that can happen immediately. Also with the mindfulness of the practice, with our deep breathing, with taking the time to be present, with practicing the yamas and niyamas of not getting caught up in what doesn't exist in this moment. And then another level is the meaning and purpose or spiritual aspect of yoga. Again, that sometimes can take a very long time to shift the relationship that someone has to their body, to the disease, to their current state of being. But also I have seen it happen in an instant. And there are actually a few examples in Yoga Therapy for Arthritis, our book, that talk about being in a single moment and experiencing a complete change in perspective. So those are some of the ways that yoga can be immediately beneficial for people with arthritis.